We'll just give a couple minutes to the people in the private group who might be wondering. The rules are closing in now with masks and not yet vaccinations in most places, but certainly masks. And if you take what's happening in the UK and Australia as clues of what's coming here in the very near future, then you know that people are being clubbed and tackled and tased for not wearing masks in parts of Australia right now. There are camps being set up for people that refuse, or people that they determine are sick, even if they're not sick. What is it that people can be doing now to use their time well and prepare so that they contribute to these things not happening?
Boy, howdy.
Sorry.
That's the $10,000 question.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask about what is really what people are concerned with right now.
I think you and I have actually covered that before. And it's that, first of all, they have to have a relationship with their sheriff.
Yeah.
If you don't have a relationship with the number one protector in your county and community, then where are you going to turn for peace, safety, and protection and liberty?
That's right.
Where do you have to turn? And so you really don't want to have to do that on your own, and maybe go to neighbors and form your own protective group or your own defense group or your own, what the founding fathers, Sons of Liberty, used to call committees of safety.
That's what Oath Keepers is talking about right now, actually.
Yeah. And certainly militia is within the realm. Is certainly within the realm of possibility, but the word militia has taken such a negative connotation now.
Right.
I still would love to see the evidence they have on the supposed militia members in Michigan for.
Oh yeah.
They were planning to kidnap somebody. Well, why didn't they wait till they did something overtly to actually do it and then arrest them when they were trying to get her? You know,
because they knew what their thoughts are, and that has.
Well, I mean, if you had enough recorded evidence, and you had your wiretaps going, and they said they were going to, boy, that's not nearly as bad as actually catching them in the act.
Right. I'm not saying that seriously. They can't say they know what people's thoughts are.
Of course, and that's, you know, there was a movie about that with Tom Cruise.
Exactly.
The Thought Police, and I don't even remember the name of it now, but yeah, the Thought Police are out there, and that's been something that's been legitimately looked at, you know.
Yeah.
So, and they charge people with that. It's called a hate crime.
Right. Yeah, and most people don't realize that it's not just big tech and social media that are shutting down communications and websites and broadcasts and podcasts and things. It's also the FBI. They're actually seizing websites of unacceptable thought that they call disinformation.
Right.
So get in touch with your sheriff. That's your basic message on this for the moment.
That's it. Yep. You know me, I'm going to stick to that until something happens.
Yeah, exactly. And for the people in counties where the sheriff says, forget it, I'm law enforcement, I'm not in charge of interpreting the Constitution. That's the Supreme Court's job.
Move.
Yeah, right.
Move or get a different sheriff.
Yeah, actually, that's probably good advice, because the sheriff is going to not be on the side of the people in those situations.
No, and like I've told you before, we're not going to get every sheriff, and I'm hoping that we get a third, which would be right at 1,000 sheriffs. Which does what? It really is showing that the movement is snowballing, and it also gives everybody in an opportunity in this country to find one of those sheriffs and live there. Yeah,
exactly. So, and just for one last point, I know our time's really short on this one, but how often are most sheriffs up for re-election?
Every 4 years.
Okay. So
and I would say it's about close to 2/5, maybe even a half of all sheriffs are under a re-election right now.
So you could move to a county and you might want to check if that sheriff's up for re-election the month after, right? Because you don't know who you're going to actually have as a sheriff once you get there.
Correct.
In a case like that.
Yeah. And if you have a good sheriff, you never know if he's going to lose next election or if he's going to retire.
That's right.
But hopefully he will be grooming others to do the same, and the people should be grooming other candidates to take his place.
Exactly. Yeah. And cooperating with the sheriff, not just having one meeting for coffee and donuts or something like that.
Yeah, always donuts.
Yeah, right. Saw that on TV. It must be true.
Yeah.